Hey everyone, welcome to my Twenties platform. It's been a while. Yeah, we had to take a break because we needed to be sure we're on course and the purpose for which the platform was created was still, being fulfilled. So if you're new here, this is my Twenties platform. It's a channel where people between the ages of 20 to 29 come together to share real life experiences on different topical issues, be it health, finance, career, purpose, relationship, marriage, anything and everything at all. So, as it is our custom, we'll start by sharing a quote. And this quote was inspired from the International Women's Day celebration that happened days back, and it is dedicated to all women out there. And it says, define success on your own terms, achieve it by your own rules, and build a life you are proud to live, by Annie Sweeney. And on that note, we have a guest today with us. We'll be talking about women, basically celebrating women. I'll be talking about different issues, being a career woman and also being a businesswoman, running both side by side. So she'll be sharing her experience with us, and I'm sure we'll have one or two things to learn. So her name is Omaomi.
Yeah, that's my
Omaomi
name.
Ageri.
You're right. Thank you for having me.
You're
Thank you so
welcome.
much, Ayola. Well, I'm here now, so let's start.
Okay, so one thing I must say, this is my first time of meeting Omaomi. So I think that's the beauty of when they say your network determines your net worth. Yes. So I knew her from a friend. I've never met her before. I just reached out to a friend that what, I need to bring someone on my platform. Would you think would be good for the job? And then she recommended, and I spoke to her, and I'm like, you know what? Hey, some people have it all figured out. Some people have it all planned out. So please tell us about yourself.
Hell no, I don't think we all have it all planned out. We're just going by every day based on what it is.
Well, maybe.
Okay, so my name is Omomi. I have a 9 to 5, and I'm also a business owner running boats. Pretty much, that's it about me in a nutshell.
Okay, before we go into that gist, we celebrated International Women's Day a couple of days
did.
back, and the theme for the year was Choose to Challenge. So I want to ask you, what do you think about that theme? So one, do you think that there are no enabling platforms to help them to fulfill their dreams? Like, are they being challenged, or they're already challenged, but then there are no platforms to enable them to do more?
I think there are platforms because you hear from time to time women in power, women in this, women in that. So it's pretty much a platform where women that are high flyers come together to say, you know what, I've been through this. Let me help you so you see life the way I've seen it. So there's already the platform. It's just that as women, like I saw a tweet a while back where somebody was like, she interviewed 5 tech people, and out of the 5 of them, it was only the female that lowered the standard in terms of salary. So she pretty much said that why are women lowering their standards? So pretty much I'll say that it's we females that are trying to like go into that shelf, whereas we should be out there challenging and doing things for ourselves. So there's already the environment. The world is global.
So
People
you
are
agree
making
with
strides.
him that we should choose to challenge ourselves?
Totally
So do you
agree.
just challenge yourself, or do you also challenge people around you?
It's an environment. You need to challenge yourself and people around you. So you really can tell the kind of vibe you give that people pick up, and you're like, oh, this is my role model. This is something you do. I like about you, and you never can tell who you're inspiring based on who you are. You being outspoken, you being out there. So I agree totally.
Okay.
Totally.
And looking at where we've come from, from say maybe last year or a few years back to now, what do you think about the rights of women? Do you think we've come a long way? Do you think there's still so much to do? Do you think we're on course?
Yeah, we've come a long way. See what Ngozi
Okonjo-Iweala,
Like,
right? Kamala
pretty
Harris.
much WTO. That's huge, man. Like that's really huge.
Right,
So women
true.
are out there. Like Ibuka Oshika is doing it. You see the MD of GT Bank. Like you see that picture that they put up. Like these are women making strides in their various industries. So yeah, it's getting better. And yes, we can do better than men. I agree.
Okay. Okay. So now let's get back to you. So tell us about yourself. How are you juggling 9 to 5 and also running a business?
I'm not going to lie, it's not easy. If I tell you that it's easy, I'm lying. Because definitely my 9 to 5 is very important. So I come back from work, I bring work home at times, and then I have to come back home. Oh yes, I sell denim. I have an online store called Denim Seller. So pretty much I come back from the office and I have to take pictures of all jeans and post on my page. So let's say I come back from work about 5 o'clock, straight to taking pictures of jeans. I post on Instagram. People start to buy. It eats into like my time. So there are times at 12:01 I'm still awake and I need to be up as early as 6 o'clock. And I even need to do the work I brought home. So it's not easy. But I just feel like women are multitask. They know how to multitask really well. So you see your mom, she's holding the family down. She has a job and she's doing it real good. So you just have to learn how you manage it. Yes, I have support system. My brother is there. My sister is there. So I sort of, it's division of labor. I can't do it all alone. So that's it. That's how I run.
But then do you think it's important for people, I mean, so there's this argument of, you know what, you can do your 9 to 5 and not have a side hustle. Or maybe some people even think side hustles could come in form of investment and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think you have to do a 9 to 5 and still run a business by the side? Especially taking the Nigerian economy into context.
You necessarily don't have to have a business. So you could be like an investor. So you have like this person who wants to invest, who has a business idea, invest in it, and you'll be earning your money. So not everybody has that patience to be a business person per se, but if you know that you're able to look at this booming business, so does it make sense? Can I put my seed capital and it grows well? Do you understand? See the guys that invested in Flutterwave, for example.
Yeah.
See how much money they've made right now. So will you say that the investors are actively in that business? No.
Not really.
So I don't really think you have to have like a business. You just have to look out for that one thing that you can invest in, or that business that you can push someone to do, like
make money for you on the
exactly.
side.
We all know that in Nigeria you can't depend on one stream of income. There's always standard of living is really high, so you can't really depend on one source of income. So I don't think so. I don't.
Okay. So I remember when I spoke to you on phone, you told me that you got the idea of your business during the lockdown.
Yes,
I
did.
Can you tell us about that?
Okay, so I remember my supplier calling me up and he's like, oh, we were just talking, how has it been? And he's like, oh, sales has been really dull because people haven't been coming to the market. And then it clicked that I can actually sell this thing on Instagram, you know. So that's how it started. And then I already had the knowledge of social media. So I remember learning how to do content creation, learning hashtags and all of those things. So I just put it to trial. Then I also had the skill of Canva. So I already learned how to make a little bit of all of these things. I'm like, you know what, let me challenge myself. If it doesn't go well, nobody cuckoo knows who's handling the page. And if it goes well, you understand. And it's been amazing. At least we've sold to over 400 women. So at least 400 women have genuine seller agents in their household.
Right.
So that's good.
Okay, so you talked about if it didn't go well, that's fine. So is that like, you know what, I'm at that phase of life where I can try out new things, and if it doesn't go well, it's fine. If you were, say, maybe older, maybe in your 30s or in your 40s, would you still have the same mindset of, let me try it out? If it doesn't work, fine. If it doesn't work, fine.
Well, I don't subscribe to the fact that there has to be timing to anything in life. Like, you see people get married at 40, you see people get married at 50, they're getting their degree at 50. So just go with your time. Like, and this is actually not my first business. I've tried one earlier. It didn't go well. Okay. And I tried, this is going well. So I wouldn't say that if I was to be in my 30s, yeah, if it comes to me, fine. Life is all about experiences. If you can't keep staying in one spot saying, oh, I want to play safe, you really have to push yourself. You really can't know what you're capable of doing unless you put yourself out there. So I don't really think, I would think I would try it. I would try it. But well, maybe not with the zeal I have now, because I'm single. I don't really have any extra baggage. Do you understand? So I really have the time to do this. But maybe then I'm probably married and I'm like, you know what? Let me just. I won't give it like 100%, but I'll still be able to give it 80% just because I want it to work. I don't want to put my whole thing into something that will fail. So basically,
each stage of life that you're in has advantages.
Yeah.
And then they have their flaws. So you have to know what stage you're in life at part time, and then to know how to maximize the opportunities that come with it.
Exactly. That's it.
Okay. I mean, so you sound like someone that seems to know where you're going. For a lot of people in our 20s, it's that confusing stage of life where we are not exactly sure. You know, a lot of people, you ask them, what's your purpose? What do you want to do? They're not really sure because there's so much noise in the background. Their friends are doing this. They see people they look up to doing that. They go online, they see celebrities doing that. So you find someone saying, you know what, today I want to sing, tomorrow I want to act, next tomorrow I want to, you know, work in somewhere. They are not exactly sure. So what is it for you? How did you get to that place where you're like, you know what, I think I know where I'm going?
So you said something like you see people doing it and you're confused. So for me, I would say that starting my career, I was opportune to like speak with people that were doing good. So they sort of tailored my mind. So I don't look at what the crowd is doing. Everybody has their own destination, as long as you're not in one spot. So a friend of mine sent me a picture this morning what I took in uni. Like I looked at it, I'm like, oh my god, was this me? So it's a phase. So I'm going to say that the people I've come across, when I see them and how much they've been able to achieve, it sort of pushes me to say that I just want to live a life of purpose. What's that purpose? Make a mark. You don't leave everybody you come across the same way. So if people tell you that nobody remembers you for what you were, but how you made them feel. Do you understand? So it's like I want you to be able to remember Omomi as that one person that I came across, and then she sort of made me feel good about myself. So I don't even think that I had it figured out. That's just the truth, but it's just metamorphose. People I come across, they sort of change the way I see life. And yes, I still self-doubt myself at times. I still look at it and I'm like, am I stuck? So I don't have it figured out. I just know that when I look back, it's been progress. I'm not what I used to be 2 years ago. I'm not what I used to be 3 years ago. So it just tells you that at every point in time, always add value to yourself. You never can tell where it's going to be useful. So I learned social media marketing in my first job. I didn't use it, but it's useful for me today. But imagine if I just sat down there, do nothing. Do you understand? So as long as you keep gathering knowledge, keep equipping yourself with
knowledge
positive.
is a waste.
Yeah, and Instagram is like a fake place. So don't look at the celebrities that seem like they have it all figured out. We all don't.
True.
We are just smiling for the camera.
True.
Do you understand? So it's about you have your me time. What's that one thing that makes you happy? Like when you're alone, talk to yourself. Like get to know who you are as a person. So I think that's it.
That's it. Okay, so would you say, I mean, since you started, if I'm right,
denim seller
last year May.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's almost a year, close to a year. So have you ever like encountered any major challenge or challenges that has made you feel like, you know what, please I beg, I'm just dropping this thing, it's not for me, after I have a 9 to 5 and a steady income?
No, trust me. Yeah, you have customers that are stress free, and you have the ones that stress you. But it's in the ones that stress you that you really learn. Do you understand? So it's different person that sends you a DM, oh, I want this, and you deliver, oh, I like it, it's fine, it's gone, but you didn't really learn anything. But the ones that stress you, that don't know their size, they lie about their sizes, for example, you deliver, it doesn't fit, and you're torn between, should I give this person a new one, or should I just say, sorry ma, it was your fault? So it pretty much just shapes who you are. So I haven't encountered anything that will make me say I'm not. In fact, I've met friends, like I've met a lot of people that
from
they don't
business.
Exactly, yeah. So we pretty much know each other on Instagram, and now they're friends, and I can even say family, sort of, because they carry my matter on their head. Oh, I need to help you. Do you understand? So I haven't experienced
any
that.
major challenge.
No, I haven't.
Okay, so you said you've learned a couple of things. You know, the customers that stress you the most, they give you the best or the most learnings. So at those learnings, do you find them useful even in your 9 to 5 job? Or in life generally?
In life generally. So everybody's different. We all know what makes each other tick. Like I remember when I was leaving my first place of work, and then the person that was working with me told me, and she's like, there are times that you actually want to correct me, I'm upset, but the next moment you're laughing at me, and I'm looking at did this person just I'm like, did this person just like correct me like she was angry, and the next moment you're just rapping with the person. So it sort of makes me feel that way. So yes, I've been able to manage, like nobody is the same.
Sure.
Do you understand? So what makes me angry might not make you angry.
Yeah.
So you just have to be able to manage that. So I think I've taken that to my workplace as well.
Wow.
Because different people, you have to be able to respect. You have to be able to respect that. And you see how chatting is different from seeing each other in reality. So I might be chatting with you, and then I send you something, you might find it offensive.
Yeah, because you can't read the emotions.
Exactly. But if I see you, you're like, oh, okay, but her emotion doesn't read that she's upset. But chatting, you can just say, hello, man. Somebody will read it as, are we fighting? Do you understand? So you really just have to know how you want to mitigate that from happening. So yes, it's two ways. You learn some things on your business, you learn some things at work,
and then you're able to.
Do you understand? So I think for me, one thing that stands me out is my customer service. So I sort of look at it that I shop a lot online, and then a lot of Nigerian businesses don't have customer service. So I remember buying a hair from some lady, and after sending her the money, she didn't even say thank you.
And I feel that's a big issue for most people.
I was pained to my bone marrow. Like, I just gave you my hard-earned money. You couldn't even, I just want to sing. Oh my God.
Not even thanks received or something.
I was like, what? Why? Do you understand? When the first time I wear it, people like, oh, I like your hair. I'm like, okay. Would you refer me? No. Just because I didn't like how I was treated. But I can't blame her, because probably that's how she chats. So for me, when you come to my DM, oh, thank you very much for your patronage. When I deliver to you, I'm even messaging you, please, have you gotten it? Does it fit? So I kind of create like a rapport all through, so you kind of remember the experience
more than even the product she bought from you.
Do you understand? So I'm like, oh wow, you sent me your picture. Oh my God, you look so nice. Please, can I post it? I even sort of created like a means to get your birthday date. So on your birthdays, I also message you to say happy birthday and things like that. So it's sort of
that's not so common with small businesses.
Do you get it? So it's sort of like making it like you walking into my shop, but in this case, it's like an online shop. So you see, it's what it is.
Nice. It sounds interesting. Maybe myself, I should go and find business that I will do. Because for me, I think I'm that person. I always knew that I was going to go into the corporate world. I knew I was a 9-to-5 person. So that's what I've always wanted to do. So when people tell me to do business, there was a time someone was trying to make me do business, but so I don't. To me, I feel like I'm begging someone to patronize me. So it feels like a lot of work. But then I like when I'm in the office. I'm the brain behind a project. I'm doing my thing. And then the work goes out, and then there's so much apples, and they're like, you know what, you're doing it right. And I'm like, okay, that's good, that's fine. But someone else says that, okay, so how do you make extra income? I'm like, okay, so I think I like to invest. So if I find maybe small businesses or great ideas that I can invest in, fine. But then I believe there are other investment opportunities. So this is to put it out there that you don't necessarily have to do this too, but then it's what drives you. Some people love to do it. We have a lot of example. Ibukun Awushika, she does a 9-to-5, and then she owns chains of businesses, really big businesses. So it's all about you, what exactly you want to do. So that being said, do you consider yourself like a serial entrepreneur? Like, do you think you have chains of businesses, or it's just one thing per time, and then maybe if you're done, close, or then you want to grow your business to become very big?
Yeah, I want to do that. So I'm still managing my 9-to-5, and I'm still managing my business. Yeah, I want to retire at 40. So I need to
go into business fully.
Exactly.
Okay.
So when I say I want to retire at 40,
okay.
So I need to definitely have something that I'm going to fall back on. You get so
you've made up your mind, like you want to retire at 40.
Yeah,
you see why I said she has everything figured out. I don't even know when I want to retire. I don't know what I want to retire into.
Don't mind me. It's just something I say over time, and I sort of thought about it, let's do this.
I think it's good. Anyways, they used to say life begins at 40.
Yes,
right?
so they say.
Okay, so that's a good idea. Okay, so if you're to pick top 3 or 5 women that you look up to, whether in Nigeria or globally, who would they be?
Oprah is 1.
Okay.
Yeah, Ibukun is 2.
Okay.
And one more person.
Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where's the last person? What am I going to choose? That's so hard. That's so hard to choose the last person. Really, really hard. Okay, I think if do you know Diary of a Niger Girl on Instagram?
Yeah, but I don't think I really go through it.
Okay, so I really like what she is. I like how she was able to build a community of women without a face.
A face.
I love what she does with the platform. It's amazing. So yeah.
Okay,
I
so
like
about Ibuku and opera, what exactly do you like about them?
Have you listened to Ibuku talk?
I do. I mean, she came
Have
to
you
give
listened
the
to her
convocation
talk?
speech on my. I mean, she came to give the speech on my convocation. It was, as in, it's. I felt like it was at that point I started to ask myself what exactly is my purpose. I started to map out
That's
my
it.
journey plan. Like,
So imagine you have her as a
hi,
mother.
hi.
Just imagine the kind of daily dose of motivation.
Right.
There is no negativity at all.
She's full of power. But then I think another thing again we shouldn't take out from these women is like I started with having a platform that enables you. So you also
Yeah.
have and you also mentioned a community of people that support you within
Yeah.
your circle. You know, I've that book I mentioned, Daibuka Oshikaru, she talked about how when she was picking a life partner, she had to pick, she knew her own journey. She knew where she was going in life. So she had to pick a man that would allow her be who she wants to be. So from time to time when you hear her speak, she will say that thanks to her husband for letting her be who she wants to be. So I'm sure at some point or at different points in life, the husband would have been like, you know what, okay, go and do your thing. I'll take care of this
Okay,
area.
yeah.
You know, go and do your thing. So I think that's very important. You don't agree with me?
I agree.
So at every point in life, we should have like supporting
Yeah,
system that
yeah,
would,
yeah.
you know, help us, enable us, and grow.
I agree. What's like? Imagine you having an idea and then you are telling your group of friends like, "No, don't do it, don't do it."
Do you
Even
get
though
it?
it's crazy,
Mhm.
it's good to have you like, "Oh yeah, go ahead, you can do it."
Then if you
yes."
fail at it, you'll be like,
Like,
you know what,
okay,
don't worry.
do you understand?
failed.
Do you get? So,
We'll try again.
yeah. So I feel
Pick
like
it
your
up.
influence, your network rather determines your net worth. So,
right.
yeah, it's really important you have people, surround yourself with people that are inclined with your goals.
Mm.
Yeah.
So if you're to give advice to our fellow twenties, what would you tell them?
Live your life, oh. Life is not rush. Live your life. Life is not a rush. Like, learn, make mistakes, pray. God factor is very important, and then it's all about you.
At the end of the
Don't
day.
look at what other people are doing. It's about you. Are you getting better? Are you doing this? When things happen to you, when you get knocked off, please get up. You still have a lot of years ahead of you. Like, you're just 20 something. You still have a long time to go. So don't soak yourself into that. Just move and have fun. Live life for you. At the end of the day, it's you.
all about you.
Yeah.
And I think one thing I picked out from what you said is that make sure that you're adding value to yourself.
Yeah.
I think we don't emphasize that a lot. So a lot of times people are talking about adding value to others, to your community, but then you need to also add value to yourself. Take stock of your life. Where am I now?
That's good.
Where am I? Where am I going to be tomorrow?
Yeah.
So by tomorrow I can say, okay, so it's not necessarily in terms of maybe the wealth you've acquired or the things you have. So it's about how you've grown mentally, emotionally, you know, every area of your life, and you can say that, okay, this is where I was yesterday. I'm no longer this person.
it,
I've
exactly.
moved. Do you understand? I might not have it all figured out, but then I know what to do part time, at least to a certain extent. Because I mean, you make your plans, but then like they talk, now God will direct
He
your
has
path.
everything.
So at the end of the day, okay.
But you know, like they say, preparation is very important. So
True.
if you're not prepared and the right opportunity comes,
You'll miss it.
you're definitely going to miss it. So
True.
it's always important that you're prepared at every point in time. Nobody has like the bookmark of this is where I'm going to be at 25,
No.
at 26.
I mean,
at
I have a lot of things I said I will be at 25. But
you should check out my list of to dos.
I'm well over 25 and I just...
I haven't even done them.
No. So then, I mean, yeah, we all have our plans, but just get prepared for the right opportunity.
That's it. You're right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, one more question, one
All
last
right.
question. If you have $1 million
Yeah.
right now, what will you do with it? Wait. Vacation. Buy your favorite car.
Okay.
Change your wardrobe.
Okay.
Invest. Please don't say invest because it's there, but then invest.
I think I'm going to go on a vacation.
Okay.
I want to see the world.
Okay. So where would you like to go to first?
I like Zanzibar in
Oh.
Africa. I want to go to Paris. Yeah, my brother keeps talking about Spain, so I like to see what's happening
I
there.
mean, $1 million will carry you to all these places, and you even have change.
Do you understand? So I just want to see the world. Like, just have 1 year off and just go see the world. It's about the memories. Do you understand? The
Mhm.
job is there, the investment is there, but the memories is for the moment.
True.
Yeah, so I would like to do that and just have fun. You know.
So do you think traveling is something people in their 20s should do?
Yeah. I traveled a lot, like 2 years. Yeah, 2019/2020,
20.
and it sort of changed my mindset. Yeah,
Okay.
it was really good. It was really, really good. I saw life away from my small circle. Yeah, so yeah, why not? You really don't have to do something expensive. Ghana, other African countries are there, so why not?
Even within Lagos,
Do you
can just
understand?
visit places to see,
Yeah.
you know,
Something
breathe
fun.
in, breathe out, fresh air, see what's happening around
Trust me,
you.
take the selfies.
I think because the stress, if you're living in Lagos, the stress alone is much. So
Exactly.
So thank you very much
Thank
for
you for
coming.
having me.
I wish I had $1 million actually to give to. But then I'm so grateful. I mean, you don't even know me, and then you came. This means a whole lot to me.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm sure we've learned a lot of things. I mean, I've picked out a lot of things, had value to myself, live life, prepare for opportunities ahead, you know, have people you look up to, have a community of people that can support you, because life would, I mean, it's tricky. You would have tough times, and sometimes just needs to bounce idea off people. So you need to have a community of people. And then you're in your 20s, you don't have it figured out. People that are in their 50s don't even have it figured out. One day you can wake up and they'll say, okay, you feel like this is what you want to do. And then years down the line, you'll be like, you know what, I think I'm bored and I need to change the course of my life. And that's very fine. But then just keep moving.
Sure.
On that note, we've come to the end of today's episode. I feel like it's power packed. We said plenty things. Anyways, thank you.